very excited to talk to one of my really favorite customers, Tom. He has gotten pretty much everything from my legal services to my legal templates. So let's kind of find out about his experience with them and why did he need all that legal help. So welcome, Tom. I'm very excited to interview you. How are you doing today?
Doing great. And thanks for having me. I appreciate this.
Awesome. So Tom, can you tell us briefly, like, what do you do and where are you located?
Okay, I'm in Northern Illinois, just outside of Chicago, in the cold weather, although it's starting to warm up and we're getting rid of our snow. Um, I'm officially retired, but I'm doing this as kind of a new venture for me. I retired after a 40 plus year career in corporate aviation. I traveled extensively. And what makes me kind of unique, if you will, or a little different maybe, is I lost a leg to cancer 46 years ago. And I did all this, my career on one limb, one leg. And, you know, I used crutches throughout that whole time. And I've always been kind of a glasses half full type of guy, always a positive attitude and just me. And I went about my life and my career and my home life and raised a family and all these types of things. And always kind of had that positive attitude and, never let the disability stop me. And, I always had people stop me in airports and hotels and things like that, saying, oh, you're an inspiration and all this stuff. And that kind of embarrassed me, of course. And but different ones said you should write a book or you should tell people, how you go about your life doing these things. So now that I've got more time, I thought this would be a great opportunity to put a website together and, blog and maybe put some, things together to help people that may be going through something like this or, you know, be an inspiration and however it leads me. I mean, I think there's more than one way to do this. So uh, I've put this website together, and it's called Trekking on a Limb, and that's what it's about.
Awesome. No, you definitely have a very inspiring background, and I'm so like happy to see you like using that and helping others and really serving with your story. So thank you for doing that. The question I have for you is that how did you come about my business, or how did you discover me or my legal templates or services?
Well, in doing this and putting this all together, of course, this was a lot of new things to me. So I did a lot of research, a lot of reading blogs, a lot of studying on the, searching and web surfing and things like that. And I honestly kept coming across your name, your website, people mentioning your website. And, it became clear to me that, oh, gosh, this is something I need to think about. And so when I got serious about putting a website together, this stuck in my mind that I needed to use your services, or at least explore your services, and do this thing the right way.
Makes sense. So, talking about services and legal templates, can you tell everyone that's watching, like, what did you purchase from us?
Well, as I said, having coming from a corporate background, I did 40 plus years in the corporate America, and, we've become a very litigious society, and even in small businesses. And so I knew I needed to do it right from the beginning. And I struggled with, should I be just a sole entrepreneur, or should I do an LLC? So right away, I thought I need to talk to someone that knows about this. And, as you've said, while you're a lawyer, you're not my lawyer, but you've got the legal background, the guidance that I needed to have to know maybe which way I should go with this. So I first scheduled a consultation, a 30-minute consultation with you to guide me along that. And that was absolutely great because it really cemented in my mind that I should go the LLC route. And it wasn't that you steered me that way to so I can buy that package. I never felt that way at all. I felt that this is really what I need to do to protect my family, to protect me, to protect the business. And again, having a corporate background, that's what I knew I needed to do. So I did the 30-minute consultation. I did buy the VIP legal bundle because there was a number of templates in there that I knew I needed. I also went along and got the ADA template because, if I'm going to be doing something along the lines of disability and those things, I need to follow that. I think everyone should. So I'm in the process of complying there. And then I purchased the LLC service as well.
Awesome. And for those of you who are watching, some of the questions that Tom had when we got on that consult, I'm pretty sure you guys also have them. So let me just kind of give you a brief answer. So at the bare minimum, you would need like 4 things for your website. We talk a lot about privacy policy, disclaimers, terms, conditions, and also the 4th one that people sometimes forget is the disability compliance, the ADA bundle. So those are the things that Tom got, but additional things in the VIP legal bundle, because that one gives you more money, more bang for your money, and gives you like 16 templates and bonuses. Now for the LLC service, one of the things that came up, and correct me if I'm wrong, Tom, is that during the consult, we talked about like the pros and cons, right? Like why having an LLC would help. And when sometimes a very common question that I get from people, and you had this too, is like, when should I form? Should I wait to form, or should I form from the very beginning? So there's always like 2 approaches to this. Like Tom said, he comes from that corporate background, so he knows our society, that how easy it is to get sued. So one of the right things to do is to form from the beginning, but that doesn't mean that you can't wait. You can always wait to form the LLC later on too, but just know that you have both options at your disposal. So Tom, before we get into like the experience that you had with the VIP legal bundle templates, let's kind of talk about a little bit more about your experience, working with me. You booked our online consult. Can you tell us like what kind of, I know you briefly touched upon those, but what are some of the questions that you had? You don't have to go into the details, but just in general, like what were the concerns that you had before booking the call?
Well, again, with the LLC was the timing, it was getting towards the end of the year. And again, was it, should I start without the LLC? I didn't want to, I wanted to start, from the get-go and do it right. So it was, the more we talked about it, I thought, I'm not going to start and then, change everything and go LLC. So it was a no-brainer for me after we discussed it. I thought that's the way to go. With the privacy, I looked at a number of websites, and I made it a point now to check what people have, and some have it and done it correct, and other ones, I'm like, and I'm no expert, but now I know a little bit, and I'm like, they should probably need something too, but I feel good about it. And the questions that I had, I guess I first have to say, every dealing I've had with you, it's like dealing with an old friend. It's very, very comfortable, and I feel like I can ask the questions, and you've got a great answer, and you steered me in the right directions. And it may not have been, oh, you don't need this right now, maybe, but you will at some point. A very good, honest interchange of questions and answers. So I appreciate that.
Oh, thank you so much for your kind words. I mean, that's really honestly my style. Like, thank you so much. Because I like to it's not all about like, oh, here, you need this, you need this. It's about like education, right? Coming from my teaching background. So I try to make sure that I give you the full picture and then let you make that decision on your own. So you bought the VIP legal bundle. You mentioned in the beginning that there were some templates that you needed. Can you a little bit talk about your experience with those templates? Or what are you using? Or why did you buy the VIP bundle?
Well, definitely the privacy, the disclosure, or
Yeah.
disclaimer. The Now I'm drawing a blank. Uh, the three main ones that that we use, but I
Yes.
noticed that there were some other ones in there that I know I'm going to be needing, and I thought I just let's just get them all now,
Yeah.
okay, rather than piecemeal them along the way. And so it just didn't make any sense to skimp and just do maybe the smaller bundle and then add more later on. I just wanted to get them all and have them because you never know. And I recently started, and I know the AI
Yes.
template was not, I don't think it was part of the VIP, but I recently was kind of playing around with some AI and I have some of that there in my site. And I thought, okay, I need to add that. So
Yeah.
I put that into the disclosure, or this, yeah, and
Yeah.
I added that in there, and it was like I have that already, so now I can add that in. So having those templates available to me already without having to go and find them somewhere or go and purchase them again, or not again, but go purchase them. I
Yeah.
have them available to me. It's handy.
Yeah, and it's great to just kind of have all of those things done from the beginning, right? Because I'll give you another example. Yesterday, I had another consult with a customer, and he also got the VIP bundle. And for the same exact reasons that you're saying, that he may not need every single template from that bundle at this point, but he will need, like, of course, the three main pages, the privacy disclaimer, terms and conditions. But he also needed the consulting agreement from the beginning because he is a consultant. So just even using like four of those or five of those, like maybe a guest blogger agreement, sponsorship agreement, there's just so much in that bundle that makes your life easy. And like you said, later on, you're going to pay double to buy individually. So might as well get the bundle and save yourself the time and headache later on. Um,
Exactly.
yeah. So can you tell us, like, a lot of people have this misconception that, okay, when it comes to the legal stuff, we can just do it ourselves, or we can just grab something from online and we'll be good. What are your thoughts about that? Why is that a good idea or not a good idea? Obviously, it's not a good idea, but I like
I I
to answer that.
I again, I've said this from the beginning. I want to do it right from the start. And there's probably plenty of analogies out there about trying to go find something online and thinking you're going to save some money and do it yourself. Maybe there are some things you can do yourself, and save money, but when it comes to legal things, maybe medical things, maybe other types of things, you just need to hire the right people to do it right. And the legal area is not something I'm going to try to do myself, or I'm not going to go out and find something free on the web, on the internet. I don't know where that's come from. I don't know who
Yeah.
wrote that up. I don't know if they have any legal background or not. I don't know how well that would stand up in court. I don't know any of those things. So why do I want to trust something that's an unknown and put it on my website that's supposed to protect me? I, I'm going to be questioning it still every day, thinking, yeah, I have a privacy, notice. I've got a terms and conditions. I've got this. I've got that. But is it really gonna?
Yeah.
I feel very comfortable having what I have that I know came from you, and it's done right. So, you know, I sleep well.
Yeah. And I can totally relate to that feeling when you mentioned about like the medical stuff, and I would just add, and I always say this, whether it's your health or your taxes, those are things that I, even myself, I could do my own taxes, but I don't, because I rather have a tax professional handle that than myself trying to do something and then make mistakes and later on pay the price. So it's the same concept for legal stuff as well. Like, why try to do something on your own when you know you don't have the experience and the education in it, So
Right, right. Now it's
Anything? Yeah, go ahead.
no, I was just going to say, if someone's wanting to start their own business and there's things, yes, you're on a budget, you want to
Yeah.
save money where you can, but there's certain areas you need to do it correctly from the start, and then go on and do things where you can save money. But this is not one area that you need to try to be skimping.
Yeah, very well said. I couldn't agree more. Tom, is there anything else that you would like to share with other entrepreneurs that are watching us who might need legal templates for protecting their businesses, or even like one of those consults or LLC service with me, but they might be on the fence? What is it that you would like to share with them from your experience?
I think just kind of to repeat what I've just said is if you're serious about starting your own business and starting a website, um, do it right from the start. Uh, make the investment in your business, and this is an investment in it, and it's not that much
Yeah.
in the grand scheme of things. It's not that much, and you're going to have a peace of mind that you're being protected in with having these things there on your website. Don't try to go out and, excuse my French, do it half-assed. I mean, do it right. Um, Spend the money, and it's not that much, like I said, but you're going to have it correct. You're going to be protected. So I would say, get off the fence and do this. It's Amira is going to take care of you.
Yeah, because I always say this, peace of mind is priceless in life. If you don't have that and you can't sleep easy at night, then what's the point? You're wasting so much time and energy in all these other things. But and then also you're creating something of your own. So you owe it to yourself to protect it from the beginning. And the other thing I would also mention is that when you hire a lawyer, it's going to cost you 5, 6 times more,
Oh
right?
yeah, right.
So you always have that option, but in this case, at least with the templates or even with the services, it's so affordable. I had somebody, and I'm going to digress a little bit, but I helped somebody file an LLC in New York, in one of those expensive states where we're talking like $2,000, $2,500 just to have a lawyer file it. Whereas my service is like nowhere close to that. And it's like quick and easy. In 1 hour, you get it all done. So keep all of those things in mind. It will cost you like 10 times, 5 times more to just have a lawyer do any of this work for you. And because I watched my own dad's business get sued, so I'm coming from a place where, to be very honest, it's more about like affordability and keeping things affordable than anything else for me, because I want to make sure that other business owners are not making mistakes that my dad did and we suffered as a family. So I'm happy to, continue providing that. In the end, one last question I have for you is regarding the templates, Tom. Can you talk about like if they were easy to use? Did they save you time and stress?
Very easy to use. I mean, they were straightforward. The instructions on each one was, this is where you fill out your information. Um, this is where, if you're not this, you don't need to use this part of it. Um, it, it was easy peasy. I mean, it was just very, very simple to use. And, I couldn't have asked for anything easier.
Oh, that's awesome. That's great. Because I know that's sometimes a question that comes up, and we'll get an email from somebody like, oh, how much work will I have to do on these templates? So I just wanted to ask you that and let you guys know that are watching that they're super easy. Even a 10-year-old can do them. So thank you very much for your time. Tom, can you please remind our viewers where they can reach you?
Yes, my website is www.trekkingonalimb.com, and trekking is with two K's, Trekking. And yeah, just come and visit the site. It's a work in progress. It's up and running. I've got a lot of things there, but I'm still adding more and doing some more things with it and having a ball. So come and see what it's all about.
Yes, guys, definitely connect with Tom. Check out his website. He's going to have such amazing content and very inspiring background of his own. So definitely check him out. Thank you so much for your time, Tom.
Thanks, Amira. Thank you for everything.